Hello, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt, and I got another Legacy League for you here. My name is Max, and I'm pretty excited for this one. I've been playing in the Mana Traders Open, and I qualified for the Swiss, and I'm doing a little more testing, seeing if I want to play something like this in the Swiss. Let's see, let's just accept this match. This deck is basically just lands. It's just a land shell, 31 lands, 4 Mox Diamond, 4 Exploration, 4 Life from the Loam. But then most of the other cards, I guess 4 crop rotation, but then most of the other cards we're playing are a little bit different. So we're not playing red for Punishing Fire and Gamble. Instead, we're playing blue for Oko and Uro. So it is just a little bit different. The mana base is pretty similar. I'm playing 2 Field of the Dead because I'm playing 4 Primeval Titan, which has been pretty sweet. I think it's good because post-board they're going to bring in a lot of graveyard hate, and so have an alternate plan of just like Exploration, Uro, Primeval Titan is pretty nice. I don't know why Magic Online's doing this. But that's basically the deck. We're playing Abrupt Decay off the splash just as a removal spell of choice because I think it's pretty good in the format right now. Could splash red for like Punishing Fire and maybe some gambles to find life from the loam, but I think Abrupt Decay is pretty nice. We're going to try it like this, 4th Decay in the board, and let's just get right to it. I can go over the deck a little bit more later, but let's just try it. Alright. I don't think I want to mulligan this hand. We have some like plays we can do where we can just turn 1, Exploration, off the Snow-Covered Forest, play Field of the Dead, pass. Turn 2, we could just cast a blank Loam. We could also cast a crop rotation for something, and then maybe Loam. I think it's good enough to keep. Just because we're going to start, the combo of Exploration plus Loam is really good. That's kind of how we ramp in this deck, because we're getting a bunch of lands back with Loam, and we're playing extra lands with Exploration. Looks like we're up against Snow Control, which I think is a good matchup for us. We have a bunch of Cavern of Souls, 2, I guess, to name Giant, and then Uro and Primeval Titan are uncounterable. So there's definitely some sweet tech, some sweet stuff we can do. Let's just jam the Good Art Exploration. When you rent cards, sometimes you just have to deal with mismatch cards or playing the bad art. This deck has some pretty insane draws where you're like turn 1 Exploration, Mox Diamond, fetch land, Life from the Loam, go. And then you're just like so far ahead at that point. But even our start here is not terrible. Could sack this. What we could do is float 1 mana with Field, then play Crop Rotation, get another green source, and then cast Life from the Loam. It's bad against Force Negation, but I don't think they have a Force if they let Exploration resolve. So I think I'm going to go for that line. Yeah, we drew a Thespian Stage also. Seems good to me. So let's go float 1 mana. And then I think I just crop rotation this. Yeah, so now I just get a green source. I probably just get, I'm not really scared of Wasteland, so I probably just get Tropical Island. Cavern would be good as well, but I do need the green source. So we get Trop. And then I play Loam, just getting back the field. And then I play Field, play Thespian Stage, pass. And then I can dredge Loam next turn. So this was just great. Allowed us to hit 2 land drops that turn, got our Loam in the yard. What is this, Teferi? Uro? It's just Uro. Oh, Oko. Okay, Oko is fine. Also have to play reasonably quick with this deck because the matches can take a long time. Field of the Dead Tabernacle. and a Loam. That's not ideal lands that I want to play this turn, but I mean, I can just hit my land drops. And then I can just keep dredging Loams. And then if I draw a land next turn, well, I guess I have to dredge Loam. So I'm probably not going to be able to Primeval Titan next turn. All right, they Force of Will the Loam, which is perfect because I just have another one. Tabernacle still can be kind of annoying for them potentially, because if they make any creatures, I just they have to pay. So I am going to dredge Loam next turn, even if because the thing is, if I had drawn a land, I could play Primeval Titan, but I want to get a cavern first anyway. Right, they decay Exploration, but we have another one where that came from. They make a 3/3. This is totally fine. They have 2 cards in hand. They do have an Oko on 7, but still feeling good about our position. Just going to keep dredging. We hit a Dark Depths and an Uro. We can't actually cast Uro yet. So it was actually pretty bad, the fact that we only hit 1 land, but at least it was Dark Depths, so I can just make a 20/20 end of turn. They might have Plow, but then we can just keep making 20/20s. Play this. I actually can't play Exploration if I want to activate Stage, so I just need to pass. They have to. Oh, for some reason, is all creatures have at the beginning of your upkeep pay 1 or destroy this creature, but for some reason the food tokens token creature from Oko, sometimes they don't have to pay. This happened to me in one of my leagues. Does food token not get this effect applied to it? I'm not really sure. It's kind of weird. Create a food. Okay, so they can go to 21, so they can survive that way. Sylvan Library, sure. I'm going to make a 20/20. Becomes a copy of target land. I want to copy Dark Depths. So they have to have Plow. Choose one to keep. I'll keep the one with no counters. And then I'll sack it to make a 20/20. And then I'll just plan on dredging Loam and keep making 20/20s. This is why this matchup's good for us, because even if they have Plow, I'm still just in such a good spot. So I have to. Oh no, I don't have to pay 1 actually. This is still like showing that I'm pretty new with the deck, because this is indestructible, so you don't have to pay 1 for Tabernacle. Just dredge Loam and try to attack them. I'll let them. I guess if I attack Oko, they can't elk my merit large, but they have to just crack food. I guess it's safer for me to attack Oko. They could just play another Oko. Maybe if I attack them, they crack food, they go to 1, and then if they elk my thing at that point, I think it's fine. Just gonna attack them. Yeah, they just gain 3, they go to 1, then they can elk this. So now I'll just go Loam. Well, I'm getting back Dark Depths and Stage, and I guess Cavern. I don't think I need Maze of Ith or Bog. I don't think I need. Then I can just go Exploration. Oh, I guess I can't make another 20/20 this turn because I'm 1 mana short. Not sure if I played this game perfectly, but I still think I'm just far enough ahead where it doesn't really matter. I also get to start making zombies next turn if I want. So they have to elk my merit, and they still have to trade or deal with it because they're at 1. Okay, well, I guess they have a removal spell? Not sure. And they just concede. Okay, we got him. Again, don't think I played perfectly, but just was so far ahead at that point. Didn't even need to cast the Primeval Titan yet. Alright. Veils seem decent. They do just have a bunch of forces, but I guess that's about it. They also have abrupt decays. I don't know if I want Sphere of Resistance because I think I'm just already pretty favored in the matchup. I also don't know if I need the last abrupt decay. Sylvan Library seems good. And the question is, what am I going to take out? I can take out some crop rotations for sure, just because they have a lot of forces. Maybe I just take out all the crop rotations, because I don't need to combo fast in this matchup. They're not putting any pressure on me. I kind of like that. So while I have a second, just to explain the deck a little bit more, when I started brewing it, I wanted to just build like a lands deck with Oko and Uro, of course. And then I also wanted to play Chalice of the Void. But what I found in the first league that I played was just that Chalice wasn't actually that necessary to the game plan, but having access to crop rotation gave you this toolbox effect where you can crop rotation for Caracas or Bog or Cavern or Maze of Ith or the combo itself or Wasteland. Just gave the deck like a whole new axis to play on. Plus having Chalice plus Exploration in your deck is obviously pretty awkward, so I wasn't loving that either. So I just moved to the crop rotation and cut the Chalice. And Chalice is pretty decent because, as you can tell, we're pretty bad against combo. We have a lot of hate for combo. And on that note, Mindbreak Trap is kind of the accepted card to run in this deck. While I think it's pretty decent, especially right now, people are trying to play like a lot of tests. I'm not sure that it's the best. You could also play Thorn of Amethyst, which is Sphere of Resistance for non-creature spells. You can play there's some other stuff you can play, but since we're blue, we could also just play something like Flusterstorm, which might be good. I think this control matchup is just fantastic for us, which is one reason why I'm considering to run this deck in the Mana Traders Swiss part of the event, because 5-color control or 5-color snow, whatever you want to call it, is really, really popular. Yeah, I'm going to keep this hand for sure. The graveyard hate from that deck is usually Nihil Spellbomb as well, which is totally beatable. There's Bog, interesting. Just play Expiration, see if this gets forced. If it does, it's fine. Is it going to get like Flusterstorm or Spell Pierced? It can't get Flusterstormed. Brainstorm. They're looking for a force. Exploration is like a very key card to have in the deck, just because when you're loaming, allowing to hit extra land drops is so critical. So let's hope it resolves. Okay, it does. Nice. So if I just play Bog, next turn I can potentially just play Oko if I want. I'm gonna just I guess I still need to draw a blue or green source. This may have been wrong, but get my tap land into play anyway. I don't need to play Wasteland yet. If they play a non-basic, I'm able to go Wasteland and then loam back Wasteland. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So it looks like most likely next turn I'm just going to have to play a blank Loam just to get it into the graveyard. Meddling Mage, name life from the Loam. That's brutal if that's the case. But I can just naturally draw any green or blue source to cast these cards. And like if I Oko Elk this, it's really good. Okay, well, kind of locked out for now. Luckily we have time, but now giving them more time is going to allow them to find a force for this Oko. There's Spellbomb, sure. Do they not have more lands, or are they just waiting to play one? They don't have any more lands. Okay, that's a good sign for me. We also have 4 Primeval Titan in her deck and 2 Cavern of Souls, so drawing Cavern, even though it's not a blue source for Oko, it allows us to cast Uro uncounterable, which is nice. Okay, well, Field of the Dead, sure. We can take 2 off this Meddling Mage for a while, doesn't really matter. But see, locking us out of Loam is pretty huge, so they're going to get Swamp here most likely. Oh, they get Forest. Oko? Or Uro? Maybe they have both in hand if they're tanking. Now we do not have infinite time. Now we actually need to draw another colored source. And we did it. Okay. So what's the safer play? I mean, I'm not close to flashing back Uro. If I Oko Elk this, then my Oko just dies. That's the problem. So I guess Uro is correct. If I Oko Elk this, however, next turn I can cast a Blink Loam. That's not even that good at this point because it just took me a little too long to find another green or blue source. So I think I just have to do this now. And yeah, they have Spellbomb, but okay, another Oko. That's interesting. So now, if they don't have a force, which they may not have, sometimes people side out force against this deck because there's really not that many spells, and it's bad against Loam. So now if we draw Primeval Titan, that might be enough as well. Also, if we just draw land, and we start making zombies, that can get us out of this, especially casting this other Uro. It sucks that they'll be able to potentially spellbomb 2 Uros, but we have to just like cast spells. Assassin's Trophy, the Field of the Dead. That actually may end up working out okay for us. Because we get to get another green source. And then we can potentially unlock these Loams and start casting them in the same turn. So that actually may have been just like good for us. So now I think I'm going to go for Oko. They also have to kind of attack it down, which can buy us time. So I'm going to just plan on elking the Meddling Mage, and then casting Life from the Loam. Then they're going to have to Spellbomb. Oh, but then if they Spellbomb in response, they get our field, but then our Loam is still in the graveyard. So I like this. That's the annoying thing about Loam. It's like in this situation, it's like, yeah, they have Spellbomb, but they can either Spellbomb in response to casting and get the Field of the Dead so we don't return anything, but now Loam is just still sitting in the yard. So it's like, it's hard to answer both aspects of Loam with an effect like Nihil Spellbomb. It's kind of annoying for them. Yeah, they get our field, but we actually have another field. And our Oko is just dead in the water here, but we have unlocked Loams. So still might be okay in this game. Now we have, if we Loam into 2 lands, we're able to play both of them because we have Exploration. Abrupt Decay Oko hit us for 6. That's not good. I was hoping that Oko would gain us 6 life. We may have just stumbled a little bit too much this game. We'll see if we can come back. Let's dredge. Field of the Dead, port, and cavern. I mean, that might just do it, right? We can even have an uncounterable Uro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands with different names, and I can play 2 lands. So I think the lands I want to play are Field of the Dead, Cavern, and then play Uro. Yeah, because then I even get another land drop. So I go Field, Cavern, named Giant. Now we definitely want to draw Primeval Titan, but I think now we're actually a favorite in this game. Let's go blue, green, I guess colorless. Then we get another land drop. We get to draw a card. I could dredge and then cast Loam again. I think I like that actually. Let's dredge and put a port into play. Get another land. And we found a Caracas. Would I rather port or cast a Loam here? I think I'd rather port. I'm at 9, so I'm in a kind of rough spot. Still, actually. Let's just tap their island on upkeep, I suppose. They flash in a coddle? Sure. Okay. Abrupt Decay? No, they can't cast it. Astrolabe. We can find an Abrupt Decay for their Uro at some point. So I can double block something here. Not sure if it matters which one I do. I can also block 2 things, but I think it's worth it to kill something. Maybe killing Metal Image is better, but I don't want them to have some way to get that back. So I'll just leave it in play as an elk. Plow one of the zombies. I mean, that's okay. It's actually fine. Alright, so I have to naturally draw because I don't have a Loam in the graveyard. It's actually could have been bad because I only have 5 cards in yard. I'm trying to think about my options here. How much mana do I have? I only have double green, double blue right now. I can cast Mox Diamond and sacrifice it, and then Uro. Then I don't even necessarily hit another land drop. I'm at 5. If I life from the Loam, just get Caracas back. Then I can Mox Diamond, pitch Caracas, and still Uro. But then I have to exile my life from the Loam because I only have 5 cards in yard. Feel like this really just might not be enough. Alright, I'm just going to do this line. I have to just make actions because if I lose this game, I want to be able to win the next game. Mox Diamond goes to the yard. Now I'm in an Uro. Blue. Blue. Green. Green. Drawing the land here would be nice because then I also get another zombie. And that was a bad draw. So now I think I'm just dead, right? They can make another food. and then I take 9, 10. I think I'm just dead on board. Almost stabilized after kind of a clunky draw, but that's okay. We'll get him in the next one. Alright. Plenty of time for the last game. Oko, pretty good. I don't think I want Force of Vigor. Crop rotation is interesting again, but I think I'm fine without it. I think 3 Abrupt Decay is fine. I just haven't really been drawing them. Where are my Primeval Titans at? Let's get some uncounterable prime times going. I wonder if I'm supposed to bring in Sphere as well. Sand looks pretty great. I think I'm probably going to lead on a turn 1 Loam rather than a turn 1 Library. Both are obviously really, really good in this matchup. Loam just can get Force Negation, but it can't really get Force of Willed. So my plan is to go Trop, Mox Diamond, pitch Mazavith. I don't need this right now. Could have potentially even sided that out. And then just get Loam down, I think. Maybe Sylvan Library is better. Because then I can even just go to 12 and just draw 2 extra cards. And then next turn Loam. No, it's just a Loam right now. I'd just rather dredge. It's so good. I can't hit additional land drops yet, but I'll be able to get this URO going pretty quick. Wow, they got a non-basic. They must not have many lands. That's pretty bold. Because if I dredge into a wasteland here, they're just like, they're dead, basically. I guess they could have a force, but then they're still in just such a bad spot. Why would they get a non-basic? They ponder shuffled also. They must not have any more lands. That's a pretty bold keep then. All we hit was a Bojuka Bog, but I did hit another Life from the Loam, which is nice, and an URO. So I'm not really able to go Loam plus Library. So now do I just get Library down? Because I have a Loam in the yard already. I don't really need to Loam right this second anyway. Let's do it. Just play a Library. See if that draws a force. Just take it slow here, not in a rush. Opponent ponder shuffled off a non-basic and a mulligan. Okay, they have another non-basic. Where are my wastelands at? Abrupt Decay the Library. Alright. It's fine. We're not Abrupt Decay in the Mox Diamond. Let's dredge this Loam. Thespian Sage, Cavern, Bog. Those are some good ones. See if I can click on these. I do only get to play one land here. Is it better just to get the other Loam in the yard anyway? Probably. Because I want to just keep dredging for Uros. I think I'm just going to go Cavern, name Giant, cast Loam, no target. Pass. Oh, I guess that was that a misplay? No, I couldn't have cast Uro there because I needed the extra lands from the Loam. Wow, so they actually have lands. It's so weird that they played the non-basics. I wonder if they're just top decking these lands. Are they going to play Oko? Sylvan Library. Alright. It's really not that scary. Alright, let's dredge Loam. We get another Uro Ghost Quarter Bayou. So I have 7 cards in yard right now. But if I life from the Loam right now, I can't escape an Uro. And I do want to escape Uro this turn. I think that's good. What's the last card that I want to leave in yard? Probably could be life from the Loam. And then I think I was going to say I think I'm not dredging, but maybe I am. Uncounterable Uro from the yard. Yeah, I'll just leave the life from the Loam. Could leave the other Uro as well, but I have another one in hand. Do I dredge here? I don't get to draw another green source this turn, but I still think it's good. Wow, hit 3 lands, it's always nice. And I am just going to bog them because I don't want them to be able to get any Uro or things started like that. I'll just play stage and pass. Looking good. Next turn I can dredge those cards back and then start getting a good advantage with Field of the Dead and start porting them. See how many cards they keep here. I mean, they have to deal with this Uro, and I have another one. Delta or Island, probably. Jace, bounce Uro. Okay. That's like annoying, but it's definitely not the end of the world. Another Uro. Oh, let's see. I'm still tight on green sources for this Uro. Oh no, I'm not, because now I'm casting it from hand. God, I'm just all over the place. Do I want to leave up stage? I think that's fine. Just loam these back. Then cast Uro from hand, uncounterable. And then I should be able to cast another Loam. Force of Will. Alright. That's annoying. Just cast another Loam. They're down to 1 card in hand. Now I can go play Port as my only mana producing land. Play Uro from hand. Cannot be countered. I think I'll just dredge Loam, keep looking for the combo. Wasteland's good too. Field of the Dead, make a zombie. This is just so hard for a control deck like this to deal with. And that's it. Now we're getting value out of this Field of the Dead every turn. Opponent can brainstorm, but already have a zombie to put pressure on. We have a million more Uros. We can start blowing back Wastelands and shutting down their mana. They're at 12. I just don't see us losing this game from here. Brainstorm's good. I wonder if I should have Leovold in the sideboard. I mean, it's kind of hard to cast because we have a lot of lands that don't cast it, but it's so powerful. Astrolabe is good. So they just brainstorm, shuffled, then astrolabed. So they're just looking for stuff. They haven't used Jace yet, so they can Jace brainstorm. Also, if I do choose to start drawing cards naturally, then I can eventually draw into Primeval Titan. But again, I think it's better to just loam and keep playing lands. I'm just going to win by playing lands because of Field of the Dead. Oh, they Fate Seal themselves. They put a card on the bottom, so they can keep their Jace alive that way. Oko, are they going to make a 3/3 to block with? Yes. Sure thing. They do have some planeswalkers out. Just keep dredging. There's port and another stage. No dark depths yet. Alright, let's go Loam back, port, wasteland, misty rainforest. And now, do I play Misty and then escape Uro? Can get elked or bounced. But I think that's fine. That forces them to have to do that, and I get 2 zombies. Don't really want to play Tabernacle at all. Trop, zombie. Yeah, I'm fine just to escape this right now and exile my Loam. I think that's fine. Yeah, then I'll just naturally draw. I'll put in a wasteland. Exploration. Make another thing. Just wasteland them. What do I want to hit? Their green source. And then pass the turn. Not going to attack into their 3/3, then I'll upkeep. Just tap their white source, I suppose. They're also still at 11 because they took 8 off the library. I have to just try to not time out, I suppose. So I'll just try to play quickly. So with that being said, I'll just F6 right now. Where are the prime times at? Astrolabe, are they going to make more 3/3s in order to survive? There's Delta. Are they going to brainstorm with Jace? Or they just bounce Uro? Sure. They make another 3/3. And there's Spellbomb. Sure. Alright. Just going to try to loam back this wasteland. It's kind of annoying for them, I think. They can Spellbomb the wasteland, but they don't. Okay, I'm going to Uro here. Blue, green, whatever. Uro uncounterable. Let's just start drawing naturally. There's Primeval Titan. Sweet. I can just go find the combo now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a million more zombies too. They have 0 cards in hand, so they're not able to counter this. So I can just go find the combo, make 2 more zombies. I guess I can even get the other Field of the Dead as well. Use the ability, yes. Get Dark Depths and Field of the Dead. Make a million more zombies. I think I can just pass. I don't think I need to hit for 4. I can just kill next turn. Might have been able to sneak in an exploration and play that turn as well, but I was just trying to play fast. Wasn't really concerned with the optimal line. I think just not losing to time is more important. I'm at 31. I have the Merit Large combo in play, double Field of the Dead, now Primeval Titan in play too, which they have to use 1 Planeswalker activation on, and they just concede. Nice. This deck does take a long time, but not all matches will be that long. Especially if we lose. If we play against combo and just die really fast. All right, let's see what we're up against for round 2. That was a fun first match. Definitely didn't play optimally, but I feel like I played okay. I just played in a way to try to like grind out the opponent essentially. This hand's closed, but no green source. No mocks. I think I can do better. Alright, this one I'm going to keep. I can just put back one of the 2 wastelands because I have a loam to get it back anyway. This hand's just like fair. It's just fine, but it's already a 6. I'm going to plan on just going Verdant Go, and then cycling Tranquil Thicket. I can also just wasteland this right now. Slow the game down. Actually not going to do that because I could be against depths and I might want this wasteland for something else. Let's see what we're up against here. Oh, we're just Reanimator with a Bayou to start. Really wish I wastelanded. Okay, I'll let it resolve. Probably just gonna Reanimator Gristlebrand and I'm dead. Be surprised if they don't have it here. This is why combo is just not a good matchup for us. We don't have the crop rotation for Bog either. Be shocked if I am not dead here. Dark Writ, sure. I don't want to show them what we're on. Entomb for Ashen Rider maybe, or just something, whatever else they're playing. I mean, Ashen Rider's obviously not good against Verdant, but Chancellor, and then Exhume. Alright. That's enough. Turn 2 Gristlebrand plus Chancellor will do it. Alright. Want Veil of Summer. Force of Vigor and Abrupt Decay can stop Animate Dead. They don't always have that. We saw reanimate and exhume. I already have 3 abrupt decays right here. Do I want Mindbreak Trap? Probably. Primeval Titan seems a little bit slow. Oko doesn't seem great either. Uro, I think, is just a fine game plan to be on. I wonder if I want Sphere of Resistance as well. I don't think so, because I think they'll still likely just be able to go off through that. Do I want the last decay? Probably not. I mean, decay is not even that good. What we really need is crop rotation for Bog in order to stop their graveyard shenanigans. Could just leave it in Oko just to win with. Alright, let's go with this. If they go like Petal, Dark Ritual, Entomb, Reanimate, I can just Mindbreak Trap it. I have a Mindbreak Trap, but I don't know if that's technically enough. Just gonna try to mulligan for a better hand. I could be wrong. Alright, this one I'm gonna keep for sure. Keep this hand, and what do I put back? Caracas is also good. I think I can just put back Port. Put back Port. Done. And then I can just Mox Diamond away this Dark Depths because don't need it yet. The other option is to keep the Dark Depths and get rid of like a Wasteland and then go for Thespian Stage. But I still won't be able to T2 Stage, and I probably need to crop rotation for Bog. Let's see, so if I get a green source with Verdant and play a Mox, discarding Wasteland, and then I ship that green source away for a Thespian Stage and play a Dark Depths, I still cannot turn 2 make a 20/20. So I think I'm just going Verdant. I can also just not play Mox Diamond this turn. I think it's better to play it. I'm just going to get rid of this Dark Depths and just give up on trying to make a fast Merit Large. I can just maybe find Loam and then get that Dark Depths back if I need to. If they just go with Thoughtseize or something here, that'd be really annoying. But luckily they do not. Uro. Okay. Thing is, I do want to Wasteland. I'll just Uro next turn. See if they entomb here. All right, this is good for me. This is good for me. Because I'm going to be able to Bog when they go for reanimating. I also have Caracas as like a just in case backup. Wow, they don't have another land. Alright, I'm just going to untap. I have 31 lands in the deck, so I'm bound to draw lands. Alright, so now I'm going to go Caracas, get a forest, play Uro, and then play another green source to have crop rotation for Bog up. Pass the turn. Lotus Petal, it's good. Does this reanimate? Or Dark Rit into Exhume? Right. Now I guess I just get Forest because I'll be sacking it. And then go Crop Rotate, Forest. Oh, I should have. No. I was going to say I should have Crop Rotated my Caracas, but that doesn't actually work because I still wouldn't be able to escape Uro yet. Bog. And exile this yard. Now they're still on 0 lands with no creature in the yard. Okay, life from the Loam should be enough. So I can get back Misty, Wasteland, Dark Depths. And then I can play Exploration. Play Misty, play Wasteland, and pass. Okay, looking good. I'll just fetch. Not sure if it's right to fetch first or not. I think I'd rather fetch, and if I'm in a Loam, get less lands, or, you know, don't really know there. I will dredge though. There's Thespian Stage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't even escape Uro, so that makes my choices easy. Just Loam back, Stage. Misty Forest, sure. Just gonna make a 20/20 here. And then play Stage, play Dark Depths, pass. And that should do it. I don't think the opponent can get out of this, especially with Caracas. Copy this. Choose the one to keep. Keep the one that makes a merit large. I keep saying merit large. Whatever, I'll just keep saying merit large. It's pretty large. Okay. Don't know if these Abrupt Decays should really be in my deck. Like, if they also get a Gristlebrand into play, oftentimes it's going to be too late. The good news is I don't think they saw any Mindbreak traps yet. Veil of Summer can also be a nice one, especially if I have a hand that's Green Source, Crop Rotation plus Veil of Summer. I can just easily pass the turn, and then whether they go for the combo on turn 1 or go for a Thoughtseize on turn 1, I'm protected. So that's an ideal hand. It's making me wish I had another Veil of Summer in the sideboard, but I don't. Definitely don't want Sphere on the draw as well. Library can draw cards, but is it just too slow? I guess Abrupt Decay can do stuff. Red-Black Reanimator is a deck that's like, it's fast, it's fairly consistent, feels bad to lose to. I'm gonna I have a Bog. Can't keep, I don't think I can keep this hand. And I really just need to find Crop Rotation, right? Crop Rotation like keeps us safe. Alright, well this hand I'm gonna keep. I have a Mindbreak Trap for turn 1, and I have Crop Rotation. So it's just an easy keep. I think I can get rid of this Mox Diamond. I can also just get rid of one of the explorations. Does Mox Diamond do anything? I don't want to discard either land, and I'd have to discard Caracas. So I'll just get rid of Mox. So hopefully they keep this 5, and then play 3 spells, and I can Mind Break Trap something on turn 1. That would be ideal. Come on, keep some 5 involving like Petal and Dark Ritual. Let's get them. I mean, their hand disruption like Thoughtseize and stuff isn't even that good in this matchup. I mean, Caracas can be decent. Problem is they'll just put in a Chancellor eventually. Like, they have to kill you somehow, and they're usually able to find a way, especially if they can just draw 14. But sometimes if they go Gristlebrand, like draw 14 or draw 7, and you bounce it, they can be stuck for a little bit still. No. Cabal Therapy? Okay. They're probably going to name Crop Rotation, especially because of game 2. Yep, they do. Okay, Petal. So they're playing it now to play around Mind Break Trap? Yeah. Damn, now that... See, this is why I don't really like this card, because if they see it, they just can play around it. Do have a Caracas. They only have 2 cards. So I guess their hand would have to be like Entomb plus some Reanimator spell, and a land if it's 2 mana Reanimate. So feeling okay here. Next turn I probably just need to cast a Loam, like a blank Loam, and start dredging. That's all I can do. I can't just not do anything. Alright, there's Entomb. See, they know about this Mind Break Trap. I just feel like I'm never going to be able to get somebody with it. Exhume. Okay, there's Animate Dead. So, I guess Abrupt Decay is good if they have this, because right now I could Abrupt Decay it, and they don't get this back. Okay. I'll bounce it in response to the first draw 7. Let's bounce that. They'll probably draw 7 again. They do. If they play any spell here, I can Mind Break Trap. I'm not going to Mind Break Trap just like a random Petal here, though. I don't think that's worth it. I know they get like a free mana into play with that, but I don't think it's worth using my Mind Break Trap on. Dark Writ. Now they're just going to play like another Cabal Therapy or something. This could be bait, because they know about Mind Break Trap. But it's likely they have like a Thoughtseize or something. I think I just need to do this now. So now I need to draw Crop Rotation, basically. Oh, I mean, they probably had Hand Disruption there also. Is this going to be another Dark Ritual into Reanimate? Yep. Alright, well, can't beat this. That was a pretty good draw 14 from the opponent. They'll probably just get Chancellor here because of Caracas. Magus of the Moon. Alright, that's just game, right? There's nothing I can do. I guess I can eventually draw into Abrupt Decay. But I also need to draw into like Mox's. Oh, I should have kept that because of Mox, but it doesn't matter. They're just gonna put Gristlebrand or Chancellor into play here, and I'm dead. This is a bad matchup, but still should be winnable. They had a good hand here of Therapy into Reanimate, and seeing the Mindbreak Trap was just brutal. If they just went for it on turn 1, wouldn't have been as bad. But I'll just concede now. Good games. I also think Wild Chalice would be pretty good in that matchup too. It's better on the play, and I think I'm fine with the crop rotation package. Like, can protect you pretty well, like similarly to Chalice. Just our straight combo matchups like that are gonna be rough. Alright, well, I'll keep. We have a pretty fast Merit Large here. What am I discarding to this Mox? Tabernacle could be good if I'm against something like Elves. I do need Forest to be able to cast turn 2 Oko. I think I can just get rid of Tabernacle. It's less likely to be good at this point in the game. If I'm against Elves or something, you know, I'll regret it, but there's nothing I can do. I think I'll just play Forest. It's least likely to be fucked with. I have crop rotation up. I might not need to use it yet. Let's see what we're up against. Swamp. Non-snow swamp. It's like a mono black deck of some kind. Swamp, huh? It's so weird. Don't want to crop rotate yet. I think I'm just going to go play Thespian Stage, play Oko plus. Still a turn 2 Oko. I wonder if this is like, I've seen a new mono black storm list floating around. I know Andre Mangucci didn't brew it, but he played it. And it's like a Peer Through Depths. That's 7-mana sorcery where you draw half your deck and lose half your life. It's like based around that card and Bolas' Citadel and plays Karn and stuff, but this could also just be like Pox. If it's Pox, they may have trouble with Oko. Him to Turok. Okay. Alright, it's fine. Glad we got our Oko down. Sucks to lose crop rotation for the combo, but nothing we can do about that right now. Okay, play Wasteland and start getting in there. This is bad against small box, I suppose, but that's okay. If they Pox this, I'll just sack the Forest. Probably. I might even copy the Forest with Thespian Stage and then sack the Forest. Still feeling like I'm in a pretty reasonable position. Swamp, 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 him to Turok. I wonder if this is just like a budget deck. Oath of Liliana? Wow. The beginning of each end step, if a planeswalker entered the battlefield under your control, make a 2/2 zombie. Okay, I lose my food. This has to be a budget deck, right? Oath of Liliana? Copy Forest to play around any of their wastelands, I suppose. Because if you copy that's like a basic, Oh, I could have copied a swamp. That would have been nice. They can't wasteland this because it's technically a basic land with the ability. Bog. Okay. I think I just keep my Mox Diamond around. Just not really doing anything yet. Need to find Loam or another crop rotation. I wonder if I should have played... Okay, there's Wasteland. They're playing a 4-drop. Is this like Braids or something? Liliana. They can make each player discard. Target creature gets -X, -X, or X is the number of cards in your yard. And 7, you put a creature from a graveyard. So it's basically plus each player discards, each player you can't loses 3. Okay. They're gonna get our Bog. So I'd be shocked if their deck doesn't have like Dark Ritual and stuff. Oh, they even got a 2/2 to chump. So they're doing it. They're doing the thing, right? Do I want to copy Wasteland? I don't think so. I'll just kill this now. Loam would be a fantastic draw. Basic Forest is not. Just make this a 3/3 and attack Lily. They probably have Liliana of the Veil as well. They discarded Hymn to Turok, so hopefully their hands like more Hymn to Turoks and Thoughtseizes and stuff. Kind of Wasteland proof right now, which is funny. It never happens with this deck. Ooh, Urborg. Fine with that. There's another Lily. I wonder if they're just Lily on a tribal. Or just like on a Black Planeswalkers. I mean, they're getting me right now. They even get another 2/2 this turn. Alright, I lose 3 life. They have the clock going too. They discard another Waker. They get a 2/2. I may have to just make this Mox Diamond into a 3/3 to pressure this Liliana of the Veil. Can't really have that stay around indefinitely. So they're probably just, yeah, playing a bunch of these Lilies together. Okay, there's Dark Depths. Okay, now I can make a 20/20 end of turn. But still... I guess it's bad against Wasteland if I wait. I'm deciding if I want to like make the 20/20 right now, but I think that's bad against another Liliana or Edict effect. So I think what I'm going to do... Ooh, what if I exchange control of my Mox Diamond, their zombie, and then I Dark Depths, and then activate Stage right now and make a 20/20 right now. Then even if they have another, they need 2 Edict effects. It's actually reasonable, but I guess the same thing is true if I just make my Mox a 3/3. I still play around Edicts. So I think I'm going to do this. They're probably just going to chump. Then I still have my 3/3. So Dark Depths was obviously an insane draw. I'll attack the Veil. They can minus the Waker to kill my Mox and then Edict me, though. think I'm not going to play around another wasteland, actually. I think that's better because, again, this can kill this, and then if they have one edict effect, whether it's another Liliana or Oath of Liliana, then they get my 2020. So I think I just wait. And hope no wasteland. Nice. Likely their last card cannot stop the 2020. So that should be game. Okay, they make... I wonder if they have a Diabolic Edict in their hand. That would be insane. I do not have a Dryad Arbor in my deck, though. They don't want a plus Lily. I'm going to go for it, though. Copy Dark Depths. Well, I guess I could have tapped the Dark Depths for mana. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Keep this one. Make it 20/20. And attack them. They have it? Oh my god. Liliana's Triumph. Wow. I'm gonna have to discard a card. I'm losing this game. How silly is this? Man. So funny. I still think I'm gonna be doing okay in this match up, like in this matchup overall, but Dark Ritual, yeah. They have the clock of Liliana Waker of the Dead. Card's actually pretty impressive. Alright. Loam? Crop rotation. So what can I get with crop rotation? I don't think I can really get anything that good right here. Let's just kill the Liliana of the Veil. Yeah. Let's kill the Veil, just get one of their planeswalkers off the board. And I can tempt them like kind of into a plus with this Liliana potentially. Yeah, so now I'll crop rotate. Could just get another Thespian Stage. Field of the Dead's pretty far off. I don't really want to get Maze of Ith. I can get a blue source with this. I can get Waterlogged Grove to draw a card. But I think just getting Stage is going to be best. I know I lose 3 life here, but I think this is fine. I can attack their Liliana. I don't really care about taking damage. Now they can't -3 their Liliana. So if they draw one more blank, I'm able to get this off the table, and then my Oko can just win the game on its own. I suppose just activate this now. Just to be wasteland proof. That deck has a lot of misses once it's at this point. Davriel? Okay, that does damage. But I'm going to be able to kill both their planeswalkers here. So this just deals 2 damage. So they're just straight mono black discard. Oh, they get a zombie though. So I take 2. I draw a land. Okay, is it better to take their zombie? If I take their zombie, I get to kill their Liliana for sure. If I make my food into a 3/3 and attack both at Liliana, I can get attacked for 2 by this zombie. And then I get hit for 2 with Davriel. If I make a food and send 1 at each planeswalker, they save their Liliana. Then that's actually kind of annoying. So I think I want to get Liliana for sure off the board. If I take their zombie and give them a food, is that better? I think so, because that preserves my life total a little bit more too. I don't care about their life total. I'll just take their zombie, give them a food, go to combat, kill Liliana. I wonder if they also have the rack. You know what card's been pretty good this game? Is Oath of Liliana. It's like been the card that's been pretty annoying actually. I mean also Liliana, Witcher of the Dead, but now I just think they're dead. I get hit for 2 down to 4. See if they find a way to kill me. Port. Sure. Port. Food. I can gain life with this too now. I think we got him. What a funny matchup. I don't even want to tap their land. I don't think they have anything that costs 6 mana. Probably just gonna get Grave Titaned here, which I guess would be fine. I can just take it. Prep Decay does seem pretty good in this matchup. Hey, bud. Opponent just passes the turn. Sure, why not? Could also wasteland them, but don't really want to. Cavern. Just play it. I'll just name something random. Just don't want them to know what I have in my deck. I think they're probably not going to be able to win this game. All right, how's the struggle that we got there? Oath of Liliana, huh? All the Lilianas. So, I mean, definitely want Veil of Summer. Abrupt Decay seems pretty good as well, just killing their planeswalkers. Oko just won that game on its own. The problem is, like, what isn't good in the deck? I think everything is good. I guess I don't need, like, all the Primeval Titans. Don't know if I need Tabernacle. I think they're just trying to discard my hand. Do I want Sylvan Library to draw cards? It can be rough because they're also kind of trying to like do the rack type thing on me. So I don't know if I really want to take damage, but I could just side out all the Primeval Titans. I mean, I guess seeing extra cards with this is still pretty good. Maybe I just do this. Just getting to 6 mana when they're trying to discard my hand is a little ambitious anyway. This is probably correct. It's possible that Primeval Titan should just be in the sideboard as well, just because it's obviously pretty slow. It just adds this extra element to your deck, which is nice. Alright, I'm going to keep. His hand's not great by any means, but if they don't lead turn 1 Thoughtseize, I'm able to veil like so much of what they can do, like a Hymn to Tarok or something. Might just lose by keeping this hand. To go like turn 1 Lily. Oh god, please Hymn to Tarok me next turn. That would be ideal. They're gonna do it. They gotta do it. Oh, Tiny Bones. At the beginning of each end step, and if an opponent discarded a card, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Oh my god. Okay. And then for 6 mana, if I have no cards in hand, I lose 10. Sure. Just gonna keep up Veil of Summer, I think. I don't want to crop rotate for anything yet. I think I'm just gonna get Field down. It's a mana producing land that has to enter tapped. So I think getting it down is fine. Now they're probably just gonna play like a Liliana or something. Tiny Bones? That's a huge engine. Go for him. Oh. Alright, I mean I can still veil this first activation. Not ideal. Would have been much better to get a Hymn to Tarok. Just gonna get a basic. They don't draw a card with Tiny Bones. Okay, there's Loam. That's good. That really insulates me from like Davriel's passive and stuff. They're gonna be able to draw cards with Tiny Bones though. Probably just getting my Oko down. Yeah, just gonna play Oko. I don't want it to get discarded as well. I also had an Underground Sea of the deck at first, but I cut it. I just want most of the lands to be able to produce green. Wow, I just cannot click with this Urborg out. Make a food and pass. If they make me discard, I mean, I can just consider just to discard a Loam. Because then I can just start dredging, looking for stuff like Uro. Seems good to me. Yeah, I'm just going to discard Loam. They're going to get to activate Tiny Bones. I guess they don't draw a card every time with Tiny Bones. It's only at the beginning of each end step. So that makes Liliana's edict or whatever makes sense. Enchant player. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, that player loses 3 life unless they sack a non-land permanent or discard a card. I've never seen this card before. Or discard a card. So either I have to discard a card, sack a non-land permanent, which I can do every turn with Oko if I want, or just lose 3. I'm just going to lose 3. 4 mana for this, though. 4 mana is a lot. Are they going to attack? They should. Yeah, they're not going to block. Ooh, I could take their tiny bones. But I also want to kill their Davriel. Alright, I'm going to take 3. And you lose 1 life. Interesting. I'll lose 3. I'll dredge Loam. There's an Uro. Nice. That is what I like to see. I'll leave them with tiny bones. I just want to kill this Davriel. Elk this. Kill that. Then go, I think just Loam right now. Get Port, Misty, Wooded Foothills. And does it matter like which land I play? I guess I do want to play like a green or blue source, so next turn I can Uro. So let's do it. Pass. Because Life from the Loam, just being able to draw potentially 3 cards per turn is insane. They have this kind of combos with Tiny Bones because it makes me potentially discard a card on my turn. They can draw an extra card, but not really too worried about that. I can also take the Tiny Bones to stop them from drawing. At some point. They have to just plus Lily. I think I'll just discard Maze of Ith. And do I let them draw another card? Or do I just take 3? I think I just take 3 more. I just don't want to let them draw with Tiny Bones, really. It's close. Oh, they don't attack. Interesting. So they draw. Is there anything that I can crop rotate for that's good? I don't think so because I don't have the combo yet. I'll just fetch. I think I just get my other trot. And then I untap and dredge. If I discard, they get to draw 1 more card. Maybe that's better to preserve my life total, actually. Alright, I'll discard. I think I'm dredging Loam as well. Alright. Probably just get basic here over Bayou. I'll get Bayou. Not too concerned with Wasteland from them. It's Uro. Abrupt Decay, Crop Rotation, Exploration, Veil of Summer, and one of these fetches. Then I'll just draw naturally. Thespian stage. That's a good one. Just put a waterlogged grove into play. So I can give them my food and take their tiny bones right now. Why don't I start by attacking Lily? I think if I just take their tiny bones, they're not going to have like any card advantage outlet, and they're just going to be screwed basically. Let's just do this. Oh, I get to trigger this? Oh no. I think it just goes off every time. Oh, I meant to cast Life from the Loam. Damn it. Oh, that worked actually. Alright, well I can just crop rotate for Dark Depths here, I suppose. I don't know if that was right, because now my Oko's at 1, but pretty funny. Dark Grit? Okay. Another Torment or something? Oh, Liliana's Triumph? Okay. I have to discard a card from that too. Yeah, that's annoying. Guess I'll just discard Bog. Life from the Loam is just insane against them. Definitely misplay to not cast it. Oh, then they get to kill my Oko right now too. Sack a creature and discard a card. I'm also at 14. Again, I'm still like totally fine, but that was a pretty nice sequence from the opponent. Liliana's Triumph is pretty sweet. Opponent has a cool deck, that's for sure. Oh, I don't want to misclick. Alright. Just discard Loam, and I'll probably dredge it. I discard another Waker. I'll crop rotate. I suppose sacking Grove. I'll get Dark Depths. Go to my turn. I'll just lose 3 life. Dredge Loam to get more cards in hand. So I can go Loam. Target Misty. Wasteland Grove, sure. I could Uro here, but I can just end of turn 2020. Actually, I think Uro might be better just to play the longer game. I can just Dark Depths next turn. Seems kind of funny to do that, but I think it might actually be correct. And I'll just make 2 zombies with the Misty Rainforest. So forgive me for this slightly less optimal line. I kind of changed lines mid-line here. Let's just get the cards that don't come back no matter what. I know I don't get to 2020 yet, but I honestly think that this is a little bit safer. I don't think I'm gonna dredge. Actually, sure. I'll dredge, put this in, make a zombie. And if they have Liliana's Triumph now, I can just make another zombie in response because of the Mysterian Forest. Oh, eliminate. Okay. Just going to sack this now for my last fetchable land. So I guess I could have dredged my last fetchable land there. And then I think that's it. And next turn I can make a 20/20. I also make a couple bodies, gain 3 life. I just do a bunch there. Whereas if I went for the 20/20 and they had an edict, I could see a way where they're able to like drain me out somehow, but again, I don't think so. I can just cast multiple Loams next turn as well. Just discard this Oko at this point. Dredge Loam. And loan back some lands. Just plan on making an end of turn 20/20. Let's wasteland them. Because we should. Cast another Loam, fill up our hand. Just get back whatever. Man, I'm playing slow here. It is hard to play when I lag when I'm recording. And then end of turn, I'll just make a merit large. Sure. Oh, they have no cards in hand. Okay. Well, that'll do it. Opponent definitely with a sweet deck, but not going to be enough. Wait. Oh, I killed their Urborg. I was like, why can't I do this? Oh no, I didn't play the Thespian stage. I thought this was Thespian stage. Okay. Giving the opponents outs here. Man. Oh no. Make a zombie. Just cast Loam. Suppose cast Uro. I have just enough to also be able to activate stage with this Uro. Also have 3 minutes on the clock. So I have to win this game. I think I'm in a good spot to do so. I suppose I'll just attack Lily with everything. And I suppose I make a make a merit large right now, just to play around Wasteland. And then I can F6 as well, which is huge value. Keep this one, sacrifice it, and go ahead. They draw land. All right, I'm not going to time out. So that's good. I don't think this card is good. I mean, it is a kind of a combo with Tiny Bones, but still. Just attack the opponent. And we got him. Whew! 2-1. That was a fun matchup just because it was something a little bit different. Again, I don't know how great the opponent's deck was, but I'm gonna queue up. I might miss this. I'm gonna be back in like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and I'll see you for round 4. All right, welcome to round 4. We're in Stranger 99. I've just played against Stranger 99 yesterday, and they were on Tess. So it's not a great matchup for us. We're on the play. I think I have to keep this hand because I don't really have anything for this matchup anyway if they are on Tess. So I just have to hope they're on a different deck. I'm not going to mulligan a good hand like this. Turn 1 Loam, getting back a land from Mox Diamond. So let's just act like we don't know what they're on. Tess is also like an all-in turn 1 Storm deck, basically. If you don't know what that is. Doesn't really matter what I discard, because most likely I'm going to be getting it back with Loam. I think these other 2 cards could have some utility if this gets force negationed. So, looks like I'm just going to be dead, though. That's my guess. Opponent kept 7, a Volk, Ponder. Okay. Hopefully it's like Delver or something. They chose to shuffle. It's not exactly ideal. Wasteland? Nice. That's perfect. I get to loam back Wasteland. If they have days, that's fine. Then I get to Wasteland their Volk. Maybe they don't have any more lands because they shuffled. Just loam all 3 of these back. Play Wasteland and Wasteland them. Now for some decks, like, yeah, they have days. So he's probably Rug Delver. So if this is Rug Delver, it's kind of a rough situation for them. Just because all their lands are non-basics. So I'm threatening to like dredge, loam, get back Wasteland every turn. So any land they play is under threat of being wastelanded. So I think I just win now. I mean, they might not be rugged over, but I think they are. I think they just are dead. Which is like one reason why this deck is actually really good. Is because the Wasteland Life from the Loam combo. Alright, well, I'm just going to go for it again. Gonna dredge Loam. And there's an Uro as well, perfect. I gotta keep that in mind, like maybe I should have played Tropical Island last turn, but I don't think it matters too much because I am going to play Wasteland this turn if this resolves. This is gonna be like a Force of Will. Spell Snare, okay, that's fine. I couldn't really play around a land first. Anyway, in order to play around like a spell Pierce, but I think I can. See if they go Misty Rainforest, fetch, they go to 4, and then they can Hooting Mandrills, right? I think I'll just play this Bog. They could go land Goy for something, but I can easily beat that. Eventually I'm going to find one more blue or green source to be able to escape this Uro, and I'm also dredging Loam every turn that they literally have to counter every single turn. They chose to not shuffle though, so they might have more counters, but I'm just still going to dredge. Dredge Loam. We're like hitting all spells now, which is kind of funny. Just tap like this. That way I can, if this gets countered again, it doesn't. Okay. Just gonna start wastelanding. I can just basically wasteland every turn if they give me targets. I also could have not done that because if I played a different land, like any of these 3 lands I have in hand, next turn I can cast Primeval Titan, but again, I don't even really want to do that yet. I kind of want to do that once I dredge into a cavern, or just I can just cast Uro as well. Alright, there's Goyf. Just keep dredging. There's Ghost Quarter and Wasteland. Slow them back the 3 lands that we can get. Do I Wasteland again here, or forget it this turn? I think I do Wasteland because I don't want them to Oko. I can take a couple hits off that Goyf. And my guess is that they probably have 0 basics. So I can take a turn off wastelanding potentially next turn in order to get to Uro. Then Uro can stop the Goyf, or I can just cast Primeval Titan as well. Would like to find Cavern, like I was saying. Maybe I can also stage, like, copy a tropical island or something, or even a basic island. That way I make sure I can get to Uro. Having exploration would be huge here. That deck really doesn't play many lands. So it's really surprising that they're hitting their land drops. Okay, untap. I think I just dredge again. Oh, there's Mazavith. Mazavith is kind of great. Just like leaves me safe to whatever they can do. Let's see. Just thinking about my options here. Because now if I get Oko'd, like, is it that bad? Can also just take a turn off to play Mazavith. Then I'm even farther away from Uro or Primeval Titan. Why don't I Ghost Quarter them, then copy Forest with Despian Stage, and then I can Uro next turn. Yeah, seems fine. I'll just stop during their draw just because they could have one basic and they could draw it, and I don't think they're going to really use their mana anyway. Don't know if this is the right line, but I get to cast Uro at some point, which is nice. Kill the good drop. Can't allow them to have that. They don't have a basic. So I made the correct play, I believe. I can even copy their trop. We'll see if they play a land, like a wasteland here. I guess maybe I should have copied earlier, just in case. Okay, well. Now I think I'm just safe to copy this. Yeah, now I can Uro. They could have Force of Will, I guess. I'll dredge it. Hit more Uros. Okay, that's good. Let's go play trop. Escape. Oops. This has to be green. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Force of Will. That's good. That's really good for me. Ooh, I could put in Tabernacle. That's really annoying for them. I can also put in like a Bayou and then cast Loam this turn. I think I'm just winning if I put in Tabernacle. Because having to pay 1 for Goyf means they can't untap, play a land, and play an Oko. And if they want to do that, they have to sack their Goyf. So it means, yeah, I don't get to Primeval Titan yet, but I don't have a Cavern yet anyway. I mean, probably would resolve if this resolved, but still, I think having them, yeah, they choose to not pay for Tabernacle. That's insane for me. They were probably hoping to draw land to be able to Oko this, but that wouldn't even be good because then I just play another one. So that was just nice, slow, and methodical, as it was intended. I think that's all I want to do. I think this matchup's good for us. 4 Abrupt Decay is nice just because it's uncounterable. We have Oko, we have Uro, Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan isn't great, but I don't think Mindbreak Trap does anything. Sphere of Resistance can be okay, but I think I'm just going to run it like this. I don't think I need Veil of Summer either. I think Veil of Summer is better against like Thoughtseize type decks. I think this deck is good. I'm going to consider playing it in the tournament for sure. I mean, your game 1 combo matchup is rough, absolutely, but this hand's close. I don't have a black source for Decay, but I have Maze of It and Tabernacle to deal with like creature threats. I'm going to keep actually. This hand is kind of weird, but if they just like turn 1 Delver, yeah, and I just like turn 1 Tabernacle, that's so annoying for them. I guess they can Wasteland it. They'd have to pay 1 Wasteland and then kind of right back where we started. Then I can just play Maze of It. Yeah. If I ever draw Exploration, it's insane. If I ever draw Black Source, it's pretty good. If I make them pay 1 for Delver and then play Maze of It, it's like even more annoying for them. Well, that is a great draw. Let's just stick to the plan, though. I think they will pay 1 here. That's my guess. They don't flip, and they pay. Wasteland the Tabernacle, as expected. I do have this Loam, though. Now do I want to play Maze of It to prevent damage? I don't think so. I think I want to get closer to being able to Loam. And I can Abrupt Decay next turn if I want. Which I probably do want to just start decaying stuff. See what the opponent does. Especially if they don't produce another threat here. So I really like Decay in this meta. It also answers like potentially answer stuff like Blood Moon or Back to Basics, just like annoying stuff. Ooh, Wasteland. Alright, it's annoying. Bog. Alright, Bog still unlocks Decay in a couple turns. And Loam, I guess, too. Just gonna Bog them. That way I can just Decay the Delver. Also keeps them off of Hooting Mandrills for a little while. This game is like surprisingly going decently, especially because they haven't flipped the Delver. Not sure whether stopped on their upkeep. Just play Bog, get my Black Source into play, and hope they don't have third Wasteland. Even if they do, it's okay. Spell Snare. Okay. Wow, third Wasteland and Spell Snare. I mean, that sucks. Now I'm going to play Maze, I think. Stop the beats from Delver. 3 wastelands is a lot, as we saw in the last game from our side. So we know they have Spell Snare in hand. Brainstorm, sure. Now we don't necessarily know about Spell Snare. But depending on what they do here, I can consider just to Ghost Quarter them and Strip Mine them. Oh, come on. Gonna make me do it? Pretty positive they do not have any basics. So I want to be able to cast this Loam. Alright, I'm just going to play Ghost Quarter and pass. Could use it. Just, I'm not taking any damage here. Alright. Convince myself. I just want to keep taking them off lands. This way, it's just hard for them to Oko. And I'm fine to keep waiting, especially if I'm not like taking hits from a Delver, because I have Maze of It right now. We do have more lands, but I do too. Come on. That's no respect. Tacking into the maze with 1 creature. I feel like they have Oko in hand, but I do have Decays as well for that. Alright, let's just go port. They probably have the Spell Snare in hand still as well, so my first Loam will probably get Spell Snared. And I'll dredge it and cast again. And then if they do commit more to the board at some point, and I'm able to dredge back this Tabernacle, that'll be good for me. 4th Wasteland. Oh, looks like they're playing Oko. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should have played Waterlogged Grove so I can Abrupt Decay this now. But I didn't. Okay. At least they didn't attack that turn. Okay, Mox Diamond. That's actually a really good draw. Let's cast Mox. Oh, they're F6'd? Wow. Discard Waterlogged Grove. Play Loam. So I can Strip Mine them here. Which I think I want to. Skip back. Tabernacle while I know this can resolve. Strip Mine. And Bayou? And Bayou. I can just strip their Volcanic Island. I can still Abrupt Decay next turn. I might be able to even Uro into something. Alright, let's just start. Let's just keep stripping them. Don't know if I care about them wastelanding me. If they make an elk here, I'll just take 3 because I still have maze. I guess they can. Oh, they can wasteland the maze. Probably should have Ghost Quartered the wasteland. We'll see. This might be okay because if they wasteland, and then I go something like Uro into Tabernacle, that's like pretty bad for them. So I guess I'm fine with that outcome as well. I feel like this is a bad matchup for them. Yeah, if they go Wasteland here, it's pretty rough. They're going to lose one of their creatures. I don't think they can really Wasteland Maze of It. They do, okay. I guess I do have to take 6. Do I dredge here? And I'm planning on playing Bayou, playing Uro. Hope I don't get dazed. I'll dredge. Still gonna try to play Uro. I can try to play Loam plus Tabernacle. Because if this Uro gets countered, then I'm just taking 6 and I could lose from that point. If I just play Loam plus Tabernacle, they can pay 1. They're in such a bad spot then. Alright, I just don't want to get outplayed here. Just gonna take the safe line. Get back Wasteland, Maze of It, Ghost Quarter. This just puts them in such a bad spot. Because if my Uro got countered, then I don't get to put Tabernacle into play. Yeah, they have Force of Will. And they exile Spell Snare. So I'm really glad with the line I took. Because now I get to play Tabernacle. And then they have to only keep 1 creature. I only take 3. Then I dredge Loam. And I can play like Maze of It also. So they've already played all 4 Wastelands, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they played all their Wastelands. So now my Maze of It and Tabernacle should stick. I don't think they have any way of getting those back. I guess they could counter my Life from the Loam again. And then make a creature with Oko next turn. Try to hit for 6. But I can also just Abrupt Decay something. Which might be the line. I can even just Abrupt Decay the Oko. Then they have to pay 1, then I can Abrupt Decay the Insects to stay at 3. Oh, they're making my Mox into a 3/3. Oh man. I didn't consider that line. Alright, well, I think I have to let it go. As annoying as that is. I'm gonna dredge Loam. Oh, I don't know what this interaction is. If somebody can tell me, then that'd be great. Because why doesn't this have to be paid for by Tabernacle? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense. Alright, I can't actually do much this turn. So if they have like Red Source Bolt, I'm dead. Loam back, Wasteland, Maze of It, Ghost Quarter. I don't even know if that was the right things to get back. Daze. Attack Oko. Oh, well now they're Delver dies because they dazed. Like, why don't I have to pay for Elk? It's an artifact creature, Elk. At the beginning of your upkeep, all creatures have. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy this creature unless you pay 1. Target artifact or creature loses all ability and becomes a green Elk creature. This is a green Elk creature. Why doesn't it have to pay 1? Oh, it's because Mox Diamond, I think, was in play before Tabernacle. So the layers rule makes Tabernacle not affect Mox Diamond somehow. because it was an artifact before Tabernacle came into play. Is that right? I think that might be right. I think that might be right. Loam, cast Loam. Let's just do the same thing. Wasteland, Maze of Ith, Ghost Quarter. I feel pretty safe about just wastelanding here, because I can just block with Mox Diamond. What a funky game. So if they make a 3/3 in attack, I can just trade or not. But I probably just trade. Also, maybe I was supposed to get... I think I was supposed to get Forest there as one of these 3 cards in order to be able to Abrupt Decay next turn. Still at 6. Just so funny that I don't have to pay for Tabernacle. I think it might be the Layers rule that Mox Diamond was in play before this Tabernacle came in. So therefore, and it wasn't a creature then, so therefore it's not affected by Tabernacle. That's just so weird, because this affects new creatures that enter the battlefield, or old ones. But maybe it doesn't affect an artifact that became a creature if the artifact came into play before Tabernacle. Just so dumb. I hate it when stuff like works like that in Magic. Like, this is a 3/3 green elk creature, and this is a Tabernacle. This should have to pay 1. It's like, to me, it's that simple. Maybe there's other interaction I'm missing, and if there is, please tell me. But it's just so weird. Opponent doesn't make a food to attack. They create another food token. Okay. I think I can continue to dredge. Sure. It's weird that they made 2 foods. He said it. Yeah, the opponent said it must be. Yeah, that's such a confusing judge call, and I wonder if it's a moto bug or not. Yeah, Oko is a dumb card. Let's just agree on that. Okay, I think I'm gonna Loam, Trop. I don't think I need another Wasteland. Stage and Forest. I guess I didn't even need to get that many cards back, and then I'll play Maze of Ith. I think I just don't even attack. I think that's the best line. I guess I do have a Maze as well, so I guess it's safe. I'll just attack Oko. The reason I played Maze still is because I can still Abrupt Decay next turn. Gonna have to discard 2 cards. I think I'll just discard. Suppose Forest plus Primeval Titan. Exchanging control of mocks and food because they don't have to pay for the the I'm gonna say let's they exchange control, and I said let's see if they have to pay. They said they don't think they do. I said I don't think they have to pay, but we'll see. It's pretty fucking funny. Okay, let's untap. Have Mazavith. Do I dredge? Sure. There's Dark Depths. Okay, I think I just kill this Oko right now. I'm not able to go Uro plus Abrupt Decay, right? So let's just do this. It would be interesting to also Abrupt Decay the Mox, but I just want to see what happens also. Looks like they don't. It doesn't have text, so probably not. But this is a 3/3 green elk creature. I just really think that it's because of layers for some reason. Because the Mox Diamond came in first as an artifact, and then Tabernacle came in afterwards. Are we missing? This isn't. Is this? This is still an artifact. But it's also an artifact creature. Target artifact or no, it's target artifact or creature loses all ability and becomes a green elk creature with power and base toughness E3/3. So target artifact or creature becomes a creature with 3/3. Looks like they don't have to pay. But I can still maze it, right? No, I'm just going to be too far ahead at this point, I think. Right, they have Flooded Strand, but nothing else. Okay. Because now I can just Uro, gain life, make multiple land drops. Crop rotate. So there's only one Dark Depths gone, so I could go for the combo. I still think I can, even if I Uro, which I'm going to do. I always like mistap on these. Okay. Just cast Uro. I should have played Thespian stage first to play around days. God damn it. Oh, Pyroblast? Oh, days. Okay. Oh, they... I also could have played Ghost Quarter first. Or no, I couldn't have. Did I just play stage? Sure. Oh, can they bolt me here and then bolt me again? Might just be dead. Might have just misplayed this game. They can probably just bolt me again here. Yeah, the way they're just jamming it, looks like they have it. Wow. Can't believe I lost that. Fuck. God damn. If I just played a land around days. The Oko exchanging the Mox wasn't actually what mattered. It was the days. God damn. That was so brutal. I think I was having a little bit too much fun. Alright. Let's go. This still should be a good matchup. I don't think I want Veil of Summer. Just 1 mana to counter their counterspell and draw. It's good, but it's pretty situational. I think I'd rather have Primeval Titan. That was just a straight punt not to play Thespian Stage first. I should have won. Because if I gain 3 there, I don't think I can lose. Because then if they replay Volk and try to bolt, I stay at 3. Then I can Wasteland their land or Ghost Quarter it and play another Uro from hand. So that feels really bad, but just going to try to win this next game at this point. Nothing I can do about the punt. I still don't think I want Sphere of Resistance also. I mean, this hand's interesting because I have Misty Rainforest and I have double Wasteland, essentially, with Ghost Quarter, Wasteland, and I have a Port and an Abrupt Decay to deal with one thing. And a Maze of Ith. Just don't know if this is good enough. I'll try it. The fact that I have uncounterable Abrupt Decay is huge. Then I'm just going to be slowly playing lands. Gotta not time out also. I guess I'm ahead on time by a couple seconds. Been pretty chatty with the opponent. Should this be like here? Is that better? That was just so funny, the interaction. These games do take a long time though. Something you have to be prepared for if you play this deck. Opponent is in the tank. I wonder if they're thinking like, wow, if I ponder and get wastelanded, it might be really bad for them, depending on what hand they kept. They don't have that much time. Feels pretty bad. I wish we were just on to the last round here. They play a Delver. I think I will just Abrupt Decay it. Could wait 1 turn. Suppose I'll just see what I draw for turn. Exploration? Oko. Oko's good. Alright, I'm going to plan on just decaying this, I think. I don't think their list plays Stifle. I don't need to worry about that. And this Abrupt Decay can't be countered, so I can also just let them reveal to Delver and attack and then decay it. I don't think there's any worry. I don't think they have Vapor Snag or anything like that either, so I think I'm safe just to wait. Suppose I should have a stop here just in case. There's also no rush on this Oko. I can start like wastelanding them first. I guess I also need to get Trop plus Bayou, which kind of sucks, especially if they have like tons of wastelands. But we'll see what they do here. They play a Scalding Tarn and a Ponder. Okay. This might be good because maybe they're going to Ponder in a way that's not ideal in order to set up a Delver flip. But I'm just going to kill this Delver. And get 2 non-basics. And probably not jam Oko into a daze. I'll probably just start wastelanding them. I'm also ahead on time now, so if opponent can't kill me in time, they might just lose. They can't have Stifle, right? I haven't seen it all match. Wow, this is like so good for me time-wise, just because the opponent is taking a long time on these early decisions. But again, if anybody watching knows about the Mox plus Oko Elk bullshit, let me know why. And if it's layers, then I'll be, I guess, I won't be surprised. I think it's layers, basically. Opponent, just over 4 minutes left. Can you let me crack my Misty? I'm going to decay this. Might be bad, considering they could have Oko, but I'm planning just a wasteland and then port for the next like 3 turns, so I'm not really too concerned about an Oko coming down. Is opponent double queuing or something? Oh, okay, it's on us now. They just pass priority. They could have some wastelands as well, but then they're just really not doing anything. It's also why decay is nice over punishing fire for this matchup specifically. Could just jam Oko, but I think I'd rather just wasteland. I'll have time to play Oko later. Do they want to shuffle? They do. They probably left like a spell on top, like a bolt or something. See if they have more lands or if they ponder shuffle here. I'm going to Ghost Quarter them next turn. 100%. They choose to not shuffle and they play a land. They have to play a land. Man, I feel like the opponent's going to time out. You just can't take this long. If they play a Delver here, I'm still going to Ghost Quarter. I can take a couple hits off Delver. Yep, definitely going to Ghost Quarter. Opponent has shown us all match that they do not have basics. Oh, Abrupt Decay, just a fantastic draw there. Makes my line just like feel so much better. They're gonna get another Trop. No, they get Bulk. Sure. They get play Wasteland. Okay. If they don't have a threat here, I can start porting them. And they're on tight clock. Could have played Bog there. I think I like playing port. Oops. Let's go. Tap this. F6. Brainstorm, sure. They might just get brainstorm locked here. If they do, that's just going to be game. Like 4 minutes ahead on time, 4.5 minutes. It's a lot of extra time. For them to deal 18 damage to me in 2 minutes, it's going to be tough. Wasteland. Okay. Oh, they wasteland my colored source. Interesting. Alright. Just going to play this. Pass. Then I can start porting and play Mazavith. Lots of wastelands back and forth. Opponent has used 2 wastelands. I've used 2 wasteland effects. Ooh, Mox Diamond. I guess I don't want to play it. I guess then I have Abrupt Decay up. Is that better than Mazavith? Probably. Not sure about that one. Opponent just on a tight time clock here. Another land. It's good for the opponent. Crop rotation. I can get Cavern and then play Uro. I think I'm fine with that. Oh no, because then this can just get countered. What am I talking about? I'll just wait. Opponent with a minute to kill me. Now it's getting like intense. You can tell the opponent's trying to play faster at this point. But if they take relevant game actions, okay, are they going to Oko? Maybe. Don't really want to crop rotation into a counterspell, which they might have. They Oko. Okay. Well, I can just Abrupt Decay it, actually. So that's good. Just decay it now, and F6. They could have another Oko. They do. Wow. Okay, I might just be dead. I think I'm going to go for the crop rotation. Okay, Life from the Loam, I'm going to go for that for sure. Loam back. Maze. Bayou Trot. Force of Will. Okay. Well, they had Force of Will. Bolt me. Okay. I'm at 12. They create a food, hit for 3. 20 seconds. I'm just going to try to keep playing fast as well. I'll dredge. Loam back. I could even get Tabernacle. Tabernacle, Maze, Bayou. Another Force of Will? I think I'm just going to lose. I can't believe I'm going to lose this match. Wow. Well, deserve to lose that. Opponent played really well. That sucked. I feel like with more experience, I should have won. I cannot believe I lost 11 seconds on the clock. It just feels so bad. It's okay. Nothing I can do now. Just got to play a little bit tighter next time and play around days. In that last match, just Oko Oko is like the only way I lose. I guess we can all agree that Oko is a pretty dumb card. Thunder Striker 7. Alright, in the dark, I feel like this hand's actually not good enough. I'm going to mulligan. Try to find some explorations or something. Alright, I'll keep this. It's not great, but I can just play Mox. I can discard Stage or Cavern. Could have also discarded Trop, but I want to be able to try to jam Oko next turn. Okay. Play port. They're probably just going to pass. Wasteland. I think I want to play around days and stuff, and not just get my Oko countered. Right, I'll play Wasteland. I think that's a fine one just to get into play. Another Flooded Strand. Interesting. Snow-covered island, ponder, sure. Could have tapped down the Flooded Strand in response there. They would have had to fetch. They chose to not shuffle. Well, they're going to have to fetch here. Maybe they were planning on it, but tap. They're probably snow control, so we're probably in for another long one. We get base snow-covered island here. Yeah, snow-covered island. Okay. I think I'll just go Trop, Oko. Might get forced. Kind of assuming it will. Rainstorm. Alright. Maybe they shuffled any forces away thinking I'm lands and they don't need them. Or maybe they have it. Yeah, they have Force of Will. That last match was just brutal. There's something about just like when my opponent has like 10 seconds or so, or 5 seconds, 2 seconds left on the clock and they win. It's so tilting. Especially like when you're just like, I could have just done anything to buy one more turn. But you can't sometimes. There's Waterlogged Grove. Right, let's just Thespian Stage and pass. Opponent fetches right now. Interesting. Can we get basic? We do. Coddle is fine. Now tap their forest. Then I'm probably going to end of turn Thespian Stage, copy port. Narset. Okay. Brainstorm. Got it. Copy port. Grove pass. Upkeep, tap some lands. Probably should have left Wasteland up. They can brainstorm on upkeep, it's fine. Do I want to draw with Waterlogged Grove? Probably. Need to find Loam, and then maybe we'll tighten at some point. Plow, okay. Oko, gross. Alright, now I also need to find Abrupt Decay. Alright, well there's Dark Depths, so that's something. The thing is they have a blocker already for it. I just need to go for it. End of turn, obviously. Oh, they have Plow as well. Duh. They make a 3/3 food. Okay, this actually might be good for me because I can tap down their white source. I'll just do it end of turn. I can't really, I don't think there's a avenue for me to block this. Let's tap this. Oh, I should have done this on main phase because now they can float a white. That was a misplay. Just not playing very well. Sorry about that. It's just annoying for me, honestly. Could have tapped another land too. I think I'm just gonna see 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, can only tap once. Just gonna bog them. Could have tapped the plains like at any point during their turn. Damn. It's really loose. Brainstorm, sure. Oh, the thing is they can also just go Oko exchange control, so I can't even make a 20/20. Just go tap this. Just gonna pass. Oh no, they can't exchange control of a merit large. Now they have this, which they can get a Tundra with. Suppose they just try to go block here now. And they can go fetch. Alright, I'm just going to do it. At least I get to gain 20. Yeah, so I just totally misplayed this last turn, 100%. I'll just try to play as well as I can from here. Exploration. No loam yet, though. That's the problem. Why do they have another force of will? They do. Pitch Oko. I think I'm just dead to this Oko. Wonder if I just shouldn't have gone for the combo. It's quite possible. Maybe threatening it was like enough. Forcing them to keep up mana would have been good enough. Also, discarding Cavern was kind of bad. Like eventually, like if I draw Uro or Primeval Titan, I might not be able to resolve it anymore. Snapcaster Brainstorm. Tap that. Taking a bunch of damage though. What's the Mystic Sanctuary version of that deck? It's kind of like the hybrid of like Snow Control and Miracles. Get back Plow, sure. Now I need to really draw Primeval Titan and hope they don't have a counter. Again, this matchup's pretty good for us. Oko. Don't know if Oko is going to do anything here. I think I have to play it though. Cast Force of Will? Sure. I mean, I know they have Plow, but if I Primeval Titan, that could be enough. There's Coddle. Don't think I need to wasteland this right now. Just gonna be dead next turn. Crop rotate for nothing. Guess I can crop rotate for Tabernacle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we need to keep 2 things. I can't crop rotate for anything good by itself, right? Not really, other than Tabernacle. Alright, just not going to waste time. Definitely did not play that one perfectly either. I think against the control matchup, Veil of Summer is good enough. Let's see. What did I set out last time? I think having some number of Abrupt Decay is good. Oh, last time I just set out crop rotation. Kind of like that actually. Maybe I even just do this. Force of Vigor is actually interesting as well. Could just bring in some Sphere of Resistance. It's kind of annoying for me too. They're not like straight combo. But their mana can be heavily taxed. Let's just try this. Take out crop rotation altogether. Just when they have like 6 forces, I don't really like crop rotation that much. Plus, versus that deck, I'm just really not trying to go for the combo quickly. I don't think that's where I want to be at all. Having a million abrupt decays, I think, is nice against Uro. Or, well, yeah, Uro, but Oko and Narset and stuff. Man, that rug Delver match is just going to haunt me. Cannot believe I lost that. It's like, it feels like I just got outplayed because I did. It's like I should have won. It's not a feeling I think, I like to think that I generally feel feels bad. Man. This hand is so close. It's a life from the Loam away from being insane. That being said, I don't think I can keep it. I don't think it does anything. Okay. Here we go. I think I might just put back, it's a little greedy, but I think I just put back Abrupt Decay because I have Cavern Primeval Titan. The only way this is bad is if this life from the Loam gets Force Negationed. But could also just go for T1 life from the Loam, but I think I'm just going to go for T1 Exploration. Yeah, Snap Force of Will. I can't play an additional land. That's fine. At least I can start loaming though. The Astrolabe. That's fine. I draw Wasteland. Sure. It could have back to basics, but what are you gonna do, right? Can always get a basic with the Wooded Foothills the second time. Exploration is just so key to this deck. Also thought if I could play like Dryad. Oh wow, Relic. Oh, and a tap land. Jeez. Alright, well, let's dredge. Just try to hit a bunch of land drops here. Hit 3 lands. Sweet. And I can make them crack Relic as well. Cavern, Thespian Stage, another land. Wait, let's slow down and go. Do I want to wasteland them actually? Probably don't have an additional land if they played Mystic Sanctuary. Alright, let's do it. I can also get Wasteland back. Wasteland you, and then get. I think I'll leave the Waterlogged Grove in the graveyard. Now they have to pop Relic. They want to deal with this Loam. Now I have a million land drops to hit to get up to Titan. Okay, I'll exile my Waterlogged Grove. You're really not going to pop? You're going to let me dredge? Sure, I'll dredge. Oko, Primeval Titan, Veil. Interesting. Do I want to get Thespian Stage into play or Wasteland? Just go with Thespian Stage. Loam, no targets. Oh, I should have played, wow, what the hell? I should have played Wooded Foothills in order to get that back. Are they gonna pop relic? Coddle. Okay. Gotta make sure to keep playing lands with different names, that's for sure. They don't want a relic yet. Maybe they want to wait for an Uro. Oh god, back to basics. There it is. So I guess now I'm just going to draw naturally. Alright, well there's exploration. Skip basic. Play it. Play cavern, and giant, and pass. Now they kind of have to pop relic. Otherwise I can dredge Loam and cast it. Which I guess they might not care about, but I'm going to do it. If I hit multiple land drops, I'll just get up to Primeval Titan pretty quickly. Oh, that's Uro? I thought that was Oko for some reason. Really surprised if they don't pop Astrolabe now. I mean, I'm gonna dredge. Okay, wow. This is super interesting. I can't even quite play Uro. I'm gonna just Loam, I think. And if they counter it, they counter it. If they activate Relic right, if they pop Relic right now, wow, they don't. They don't. What? How can that be right? You have to play 2 lands, start making zombies. With a bunch of lands in hand? How are they not cracking this ever? Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe they don't want to exile their own yard because they think they can Uro. I mean, they're just going to die to zombies, right? That seems like a misstep in my opinion. Probably not as bad as I misstepped earlier. Okay, Ice Fang right now. Sure. This is kind of why I like Blood Moon better than Back to Basics. I'll exile the Decay. I do have 2 basics in my deck. I had 3. I had another island before, but I cut it. Kind of awkward to draw an island sometimes. Get basic. Trigger field. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna just keep dredging Loam if the opponent keeps letting me. I don't know why. Maybe they're trying to break up the combo somehow. Oh, they can't even pop relic here. So now they're just like totally screwed. Oh, force negation. Okay, they exile my Loam. Okay, they got it. Alright, let's attack with these zombies. And play these 2 lands that add mana. Make some more zombies, and then I'm just 1 land off next turn of casting Primeval Titan. Give off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I mean, every other land in my deck stays tapped, but I can get another Field of the Dead and make a million zombies, and I don't think they have any Wraths in their deck. So I might just be able to straight up beat it back to basics. Oko. Okay. Any mana producing land off the top that does not enter tapped. That's what I want. So the library can go. Just so weird they never use Relic. There's a lot of times they should have used it, I think. A tapped land. Oh man, why? I can just make some more zombies though. Exile their yard. Play Mazavith, make another zombie. I could attack Oko down to 1. I guess they could go block, and then I trade 1 and lose 1. I think just no attack. Also, if I Primeval Titan, I guess they can take it. That might actually be bad for me. I think I'll just be able to make enough zombies if that's the case, though. I'm just seriously gonna get outpaced by Oko. Quite possibly. Alright, there's Loam. Just go for it. Opponent has let it happen before. They let it happen again. Interesting. Just make some more zombies. I can cast Primeval Titan next turn. Uncounterable. Jace resolves. They brainstorm. Sure thing. If they just activate Relic, I'm just going to exile my Earl at this point. Could also just not dredge Loam on my next turn in order to try to find Abrupt Decay. Which would be reasonable. I think I'm just going to try to make infinite zombies and then go for a lethal, like, Ultra Strike or whatever you call it. Alright, they make a food. I'll make a zombie. Get my last fetchable land. Do I want to dredge Loam? I think not this time. Box Diamond, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 attackers, they have 4 blockers. I'm losing a maximum of 4 creatures. So technically if I attack Jace with 6 zombies, Jace is going to die for sure. So I could just do that. I guess I could have a plow, so I could attack Jace with 7 or 8 zombies. They have 4 blockers though, and if I just attack them with all, they block 4, they take 8, they go to 6. And then I just Primeval Titan, make a million more zombies. I think I like that line. Just gonna do it. Don't know if it's right. Just gonna attack all at them. Just ignore these. If they want to crack food to gain life, they're gonna not be in a good spot. I'm losing 2 zombies, trading 2 zombies, and getting in for 8. I think considering that I get to Primeval Titan here, seems good to me. Maybe this deck should have 3rd Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead plus, I guess whatever I get is not going to untap. Make 4 more zombies. And pass. Next turn I can dredge Loam if I want. Opponent also had a maximum of 9 life. I can Oko -5 to trade for the Primeval Titan. They can bounce it with Jace. But then I still have 8 zombies. So even if they go up to 9, they bounce Primeval Titan with Jace, Oko, make food into a elk, they still are dead, right? Yeah. Or if they make Astrolabe, they block 3 things, they're still taking 10. They brainstorm with Jace. It's a good sign for me. I'm going to try to dredge Loam yet again. Opponent just never cracking Relic. Do they like not know that it can do that? The funniest part of this league was definitely the Oko elk that you don't have to pay for. It just is so funny, especially because the opponent was like talking about it. Another plains, interesting. Humility. Wow. Okay, everything's a 1/1. But they're at 5. Oh, and then they make a 3/3 because of the Oko rule. Oh my god, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Alright, let's dredge. Let's cast Loam. Are they going to finally pop Relic? Also, I think they're dead on board right now because I have 9 attackers and they have 3 blockers and they're at 5. So I also make 2 zombies with every land drop now. Oh, they gain 3. They go up to 8. Okay. They trade with 2 things. They take 5 down to 3. The Humility Oko combo. Right. Then I play Ghost Quarter. I'm not going to Ghost Quarter them. Don't believe. Could Ghost Quarter or Plains, but and they can get another basic. Alright, just pass. Still think they're in a pretty rough spot here. The Oko elk rule is so dumb. Whether it's on my side or the opponent's side, it's just so dumb. It's pretty funny though. So it's definitely some type of layers rule. I just don't understand why it can't. I guess what if there was also, let's see, what if there was also Tabernacle out right now on my side? They wouldn't have to pay. But what if Tabernacle came in before Astrolabe? Then I think they would have to pay, even with humility. But it would still be a 3-3. Who knows? It's just so crazy. They brainstorm. I think they had multiple times when they could have just let Loam resolve, let me get like 1 or 2 lands back, and then activate Relic, the bottom ability, 1 mana, exile all graveyards. We'll get rid of this Loam for good. I just don't know why they're allowing us to keep dredging. I'm just F6 because I want to try to like get a little bit ahead on time. If I win this game and go to the last one, might be able to like ghost court or something or do some tricky play. But honestly, I think it's more important to get ahead on time. I think people undervalue that aspect of playing online, just like getting ahead on time. It's similar to like in the NBA when at the end of the game, people start playing full court, really tough defense. And part of me always wants to think, well, it's like, why can't you play that hard the whole time? Is it too tiring? Maybe it is, but same thing with Magic. It's like from the beginning of the round, you should be aiming to not lose on time. Especially once you figure out that the matchup is like lands against snow control. All right, they ponder, shuffle, they brainstorm. It's looking good for us. I wonder if they have some type of like on-treat the angels or something they concede. Okay, we got them. Woo! I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you want Sphere for this matchup. I think you just want it for combo matchups. I don't want Tabernacle. Oh, they have Humility? That's interesting. I don't think I want Force of Vigor. I just want to Abrupt Decay and Oko. And I don't want Mind Break Trap. I don't want to get that countered. Or I don't want not Mind Break Trap. I don't want Crop Rotation. I don't want to get Crop Rotation countered. And again, there's no rush. This hand's not great, but I'll keep it. Okay, Oko's a good draw. I think I just get Trop. Play Exploration. I think I just play Tranquil Thicket. Kind of telegraphs what I'm doing, but whatever. I just want to hit my land drops. I think Life from the Loam is just my best possible draw. And then the opponent probably only has 2 Force Negation, so if they don't have exactly Force Negation, they can't really deal with the Loam plus Exploration. I mean, they can have Abrupt Decay in their deck. Sylvan Library? No, Ponder. Then maybe Astrolabe after. Yep. Mana producing land? URO. Okay, go ahead. Can play Uro next turn. Alright, opponent plays an Uro. Did exile their graveyard, so this Uro might take them longer to escape than otherwise would. Land. Do I want to Oko or do I want to Uro? I think I'm just down to Oko. Let's see if they're F6'd. They're not. Alright, I'm going to Uro actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. They let Uro happen. Lagging pretty bad here. This non-mana producing land in Maze of Ith is killing me right now. But if I draw specifically Cavern, it's insane. Ponder, Astrolabe, tap land, sure. I'm gonna go for Oko here. That's all I can do. Definitely don't want to Abrupt Decay and Astrolabe. Needle. What are they gonna name? Are they gonna name Oko? Oh, Thespian Stage, sure. Not really going for the combo anyway. Force. Force negation. Pitch to fairy. Okay. Jace. Okay, it's good. Quick brainstorm. It's just Uro. Do I want to put that in or do I want to play the Mox? I think I want to just put this land into play. Could be wrong, but I think this is okay. If I draw a land, I'm going to just slam Primeval Titan 100%. They are getting to brainstorm a lot. Cavern off the top is the best draw. Oh god. I don't have the Mox. I can Abrupt Decay that if I draw any land. So I'll get rid of one of the Uros. I can still draw life from the Loam. Any land? Exploration. Why? So brutal. I'm losing here. Any land, and I can go Mox into Abrupt Decay though. Opponent just trying to play super fast. They're succeeding at that. The Relic, get my Uros. Not really close to flashing or escaping those. I always say flashback. Okay, there's a Karakas. Discard that. Pass, and I'll end of turn decay the back to basics. That way my Primeval Titan will be more of a surprise. Oh, Entree. Jeez. Can I beat that? I'm not sure. X equals 3? Maybe. Brainstorm with Jace. I need to Abrupt Decay the back to basics 100%. And then play Primeval Titan. If they have Force of Will, I lose. Okay, there's a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna play Primeval Titan. I can get double field. Oh, they have Force of Will. Oh no. I don't think I want to play land. Not sure about that one. I guess I can maze an angel, so I'm only taking 8. Oh, they have Uro in the yard. Somehow forgot about that. I think I'm losing this. Opponent playing really fast. Pretty impressive. They attack. I maze something. I go for another Primeval Titan. Hope they don't have the third force, which they probably do. Cavern? Don't even know if it would matter at this point. Okay, Primeval Titan resolved. That's good. I think I get double field. Can make a lot of zombies here. I can make 10 zombies this turn. So I make 4 here, and then 2 here, and then 2 here, and then 2 more on Cracking Misty. Go ahead. Still have Maze up. They do get to gain life with Uro, which is not ideal. Oh, they put On Treat back on top? Brutal. Is there anything I can do? I don't think so. And plow the Titan. Okay. I made a bunch of zombies. They made a bunch of angels. That'll do. Yeah, I don't have any outs, just 6 angels. I guess I can maybe Tabernacle, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't also really want to trade 3 of these for a row, do I? I don't think it matters. I think I'm dead. Again, opponent with only 2 minutes left, but this time they played fast from about 6 minutes left on clock, and they played really fast. It was pretty impressive, like I said. I think I have 2 fetchable lands left. Mox Diamond. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just dead. Funnily enough, this is not even lethal. It's just 20. Well, good games. This is youtube.com/snapbolt. Hope you enjoyed the content. Sorry for the punt in round 4. It was brutal for you to watch. It was much worse for me to play, trust me. Felt really bad. And ended up 2-3 in this league. Should have been 3-2. I think this matchup is pretty good for us in general. Didn't quite get there. I think the deck is good still. It's really putting the pressure on these control decks. Like they found the entry. Not the best result. I can get it. I think I just need to get a little bit better at playing it as well. But I like the list. Moving forward, things that could change, honestly. Like, don't know if you need Abrupt Decay. Like, some of the other lands lists play as high as 36 lands. So if I cut Abrupt Decay, I could cut black entirely and just not play. Cut the Abrupt Decay, cut the black sources, and then play more lands. That honestly might be better. I'm also not sure how good Primeval Titan is in the main. I think it is good, but I'm just not quite sure that's where you want to be. Maybe you only want it post board against matchups like when you're expecting them to bring in Graveyard Hate, or just like against slower like controlling decks is when you want Primeval Titan. So maybe that should be in the sideboard. But overall, I do like the deck. I could play like another Dark Depths and another Thespian Sage to put a little bit more like weight on the combo itself. But other than that, I think the deck is pretty close. The last option, I think, is to, instead of splashing black, just splash red, and then basically just be a normal lands deck with Uro, and maybe cut Oko as well. So like, what if you cut Titan, Oko, or maybe you don't even need to cut Oko, but you cut these 7, and then you play like 3 Punishing Fire, 3 Gamble, and then a 30-second land. Then you're probably just at that point worse than the straight green-red version. Like, I don't know if you need these blue cards at that point, because we're kind of playing Uro instead of Punishing Fire. Which I think Uro itself might be better, but the mana was a little rough there. It was kind of hard to escape Uro, because you have a lot of lands that either don't produce mana or don't produce blue or green mana. So it's kind of tough. The first league I played, the deck seemed to function a little bit better. And just like I was drawing Mox Diamond more often. I had like good starts of like turn 1 exploration plus life from the Loam and just like crazy shit like that. But anyway, this is youtube.com/snapbolt. My name is Max. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.